if I want a fighting chance at playing something high, fast, and loud, like the ultimate difficult stuff, I want to have the most perfect technique possible, which is to have that space closed off. Now here's why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. He went from looking like to now looking like he's about to go audition for a drum line. All right, what's your name?
Devin.
Devin, I'm Sam.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
Stand up here. Thumbs. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good.
Keep going.
You play guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, could have guessed. How did I know that? How did I know that? How did I know that? I'm curious. How did I know that?
Because I was synchronized with you.
Yeah, you're a musician.
Yeah.
And I took an extra stab that he plays a guitar, but that's a lucky guess because everyone plays a guitar.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Because it's the easiest instrument. That's why. That's why everyone plays it. Okay. Oh, I put my fingers here and I go like that. Okay.
Right.
I have a guitar too. It's fun to play with. Okay. Now, the first of those 4 is going to be loud. The rest are small. Big, small, 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 big, small, 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 big, small. Yes, good. Now do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. High, 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 high. Low, 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 low. High, high. Keep going. I'm going to play something complicated, but don't screw it up. But you're not going to because you're already a musician. Good. And that's how I know you're a musician, is because I played something crazy, yet you autonomously kept going.
Yeah.
And we're able to keep it together.
I was very tempted to like go off the rails and just start.
Okay. Go off the rails. I'll do the easy part.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want, as long as it's in time. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. 2, 2, 3, jump, 2, jump, 2, jump, 2, jump, 2, Ah, good. Good. Now, okay. All right. You're actually a drummer, but you didn't know it. Okay.
Too right.
So now I'm going to actually give you something more than what I give the basic, kid that walks up here. Is okay. Show me. Go to the playing position. Just hover. Okay. Now come a little closer, and the thing to think about is the elbow and fanning out a little bit, because notice when I play matched grip like this as opposed to that, look at where my arms are. My playing surface is here. My arm is essentially parallel with my playing surface.
Yeah.
I'm not up here. I'm not below it, which of course would be ridiculous, but I'm parallel with it. So therefore, I'm getting the most amount of leverage. So, like, if I just started going up, now I can't even hit it because it's too far away. So we want to be level, and we want our wrist to turn this way versus this way. Now, when most people have their arms down and they lift their arm, their thumb is on top.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense that people would want to have their thumbs out here.
Yeah.
And most people's hands exist in this realm as opposed to out here.
Right.
You know, we do things in our laps, our hands are here. And so we need to break out of that mold and think hands up and out. And then if we want our wrist to turn over this way, we have the ability to do that right here with my elbow in a locked position. But if I wanted to turn and I really wanted to keep on going, but I have my wrist doesn't turn anymore. But if I wanted my hand to be flat, look at my elbow kicks out. And so in order to get my hand in this position, I need to open up a bit. So just do a few right hands, boom, boom, boom. But look at where my arm is in space. Yeah, now turn over. Yes, there we go. Now do double stops, do togethers. And have your left hand attempt to be as fluid as your right. Good. Now, let's check this out. Right where the tape is, right where the thumb is. I know, I'll have you hypothesize. If I let this drop and just let it boing, boing, boing bounce, will it bounce more here? Will it bounce longer here, or will it bounce longer here?
It'll bounce longer at the end.
Okay, watch. Whoops. So we'll time it. About half a second. And now from here, it bounces forever. So that's
a sweet spot.
Yeah, and the question of where do I hold it on the stick? You hold it at the spot where it bounces the most. That's the answer to the question.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to do this, I have to utilize the natural bounce.
Yeah.
And so if I'm holding it at the bounce spot, then I get to use that natural springiness to my advantage. Okay, watch this. I'll play at the nice spot, but watch this. I'll try to play the same thing at the same tempo. Okay, I can do it, but it sounds like garbage. It sounds like garbage. I can do it because I've practiced this, but I'll hold back here. Like I don't have any control over it whatsoever. I'll try to do the same thing. Here we go. It's crazy. So I'm going to come up here and hold it where it wants to go. Okay, so try this. Just do one stick and do this. And try to pinch on that and hang on to it. Now just lift your hand and then go down and stay down. Yeah. Now, if you did that and hit it once, try in this down position, try to stop it from bouncing. Just do it one hit. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I can't even do that. Arnold Schwarzenegger couldn't even do that because there's not enough tension, there's not enough force, there's not enough surface area to if I try to do that now, it's not gonna bounce even ever because I have two. It's not pivoting. It's not at a fulcrum.
Yeah.
This is what this is called. It's called a fulcrum.
Okay.
All the science books have that word, fulcrum. It's the same principle, and drummers have just used that word. So now to do two sticks. First, try it with your left a few times with these two fingers. Okay, now here's the first thing to do. Practice at home. Go buy some drumsticks.
Yeah.
Buy these bad boys. The Ralph.
Vic Firth are tight.
Yeah. Vic Firth is amazing sticks, and these Ralph Hardemans, which I can write that down for you.
Okay.
In fact, I'll just do it now while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Get some sticks.
Thank you.
And then if you want, you can go to Home Depot and get some silicone tubing and just cut out little pieces of it and wrap it around to make it soft. Because now instead of the hard, now I can just instead of needing a soft pad with hard sticks, I just put the pad on the sticks.
Oh wow!
You can also order them too. You can order the big
like ring that goes around.
Yeah, there's two types. There's two types of rubber heads, rubber tips.
Yeah.
The small ones and the big ones. The best company to call, by the way. Where's that paper? Did I give it to you?
Yeah.
Just go to Sweetwater.com, and you can get on the phone with them. They're in Indiana. They're Midwest nice.
Nice.
Sweetwater.com.
I love Guitar Center, but
screw that.
Yeah.
No, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about with guitars, drums, and bass.
Yeah.
And Pro Audio, Chad to Pro Audio.
They make a lot of their stuff like out of like China, and it's like really cheap stuff. And
they
upsell.
Yeah, they're selling Coca-Cola and popcorn.
Yeah.
Sweetwater, they're selling all the same stuff, but and more, and they know what they're talking about.
They sound legit.
Yeah. If they're from Indiana, then
too, right?
A lot of great musicians come out of Indiana in particular.
Nice.
And the Midwest. So now do this. From here, try to get 2 bounces evenly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Your left hand's got it. Less tension, in fact, you can just open your hands so that you're making sure that your thumb isn't coming down onto it. Like you can even have your hands be parallel or perpendicular to the stick, just to make it.
That's hard for my fingers.
Yeah, and you could do that. Like it bounces on one finger alone, but this. If we have the finger on top, then we're allowed to pick it back up. Because if we didn't have that up there, then this would just, the heads wouldn't ever lift. So that's just our way of getting it back up. And so then you graduate to this, the main 2 fingers, the thumb and the finger. In fact, just go out into the precipice like this and do the same thing. And this won't be as painful at all because it's your thumb, right? And come up, get yourself on the fulcrum, give yourself a fighting chance, and then come up really big because you want a lot of speed, a lot of velocity to go down so that it bounces back up on its own, so that it has that natural bounce. Okay, now you see the reason why you're going tugga is because you have your middle finger on it. Just these 2 fingers. In fact, you can tuck these in. You can tuck these, like make a fist with the other fingers, and just telescope those out. Yeah, now it's a lot better because you're not impeding the bounce with the other fingers.
Yeah. That feels natural.
Now keep now make one go to the other. You're up next, by the way. Come have a seat. Okay, so then, once you get a feel for what this wants to do naturally, then you can come around, flip your hand over, get your fingers involved, and then have all the extra techniques to allow me to do things like so think thumbs on the side, and this elbow is out a little bit so that you can have a fighting chance of really turning over. I could keep lifting my elbow, but now I'm turning too far.
Yeah.
If I wanted to hit something off to the side, then I would lift my arm way up here.
Yeah. Wow.
So, watch my hand. When I'm just doing regular strokes, just one after the other,
Yeah.
no bouncing at all, my fingers are with the stick the whole time. But when I go to do a bounce, do you think I could bounce the stick by doing this? No, because I'm stopped. There's nothing. It's just.
Yeah.
So therefore, I have to abandon this down here and then just pinch the heck out of here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep my fingers nearby. I could. Okay, try this. Try deliberately putting your fingers out, and now get 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now pinch a little bit harder. Yes. That sounds decent. Okay. So now bring your fingers back in close to where they need to be at the ready for when you do want to keep your fingers on it. So just let go a little bit and now do the same thing. And what helps, there's a little trick, is if we're going to let go with the fingers, but we're going to add a little bit of pressure with our middle finger. That helps keep, and the middle finger is tight. So it's basically these 3 fingers is the fulcrum.
Okay.
It's mostly this, but a little bit of a contribution from that middle finger to help it not be such a wild bounce.
Yeah.
So you can have a chance of controlling it. That's one of the extended techniques. Yeah, you have the idea. Now, do a death grip with your fingers. Just like close your hand on it, and now try to do the same thing. It's not gonna work. Just grab it like you're grabbing a hammer, and it's not gonna work. Well, okay. So watch this.
I loosen my wrist.
So to go, bop, 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 bop. That's me going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with my wrist. That's 5 movements, as opposed to 1 movement and 5 hits and 5 bounces. So letting it. So there's bouncing and then there's stroking. This is a stroke and this is a bounce. Or rather, a single stroke. And these doubles that we have, we call those diddles.
Yeah.
Now this space, notice this space right here on your hand.
Yeah.
We want that space to be closed off. And here's the reason why. Now there's a proverbial debate amongst drummers about this space or not space.
Yeah.
Some guys have that open, sometimes even I have that open, but if I want a fighting chance at playing something high, fast, and loud, like the ultimate difficult stuff, I want to have the most perfect technique possible, which is to have that space closed off. Now here's why. It's not so much about the space. Check this out. Look down the barrel here.
Yeah.
It's not so much about the space. The space is not the inherent problem.
Yeah.
The inherent problem is that I only have control over the bottom and now the top. I have control over only the top and the bottom. If I want to control this huge stick, I want to have control on all sides of it. So by thinking about closing off that space, now my index finger is able to curl around and have a full 360 control over it.
Okay.
If that opens up, it's not the hole that's the problem, it's now that you've let go, now that you don't have side control, only top and bottom control. So tuck that in. And over the years I put coins in there, and in fact, check this out. These are the trainer sticks that I made. Mm-hmm. Put your fingers in there and then thumb. Yep, exactly. And now, to close off that space instead of the coins,
Yeah.
keep your thumb on the thumb spot, but don't let that flag pop out. And if that flag pops out, that's your little shame indicator, right? Then you can go flog yourself if that pops out. Now, to be able to do diddles with the fingers trapped here is not going to happen, because it's the same as locking your fingers. So just do this: right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Now turn your hands over. Now check this out. In order to get you to turn your hands over and to keep them over, you don't want to see any pink. And I have a black light here illuminating this black light paint to make sure that you don't see any pink. Just see white on white. See, now your hands are turned over. And you're cutting, you're slicing in this way.
Yeah.
Think about having this go straight up and down. I'm going to build an apparatus to, in fact, let's build a makeshift one now. Just play with your right hand. Just go right, right, right. And now just turn from the wrist instead of the arm. And in fact, I have this apparatus here. Put your right hand through that. And now hit that. Hit this one up here. Now you can't lift your arm even if you tried, because it's being held down. And so you are forced to turn at the wrists. Now, not this. This. Just pivot at the, just don't turn this at just only that simple wrist movement. That's it. I'll do it too. And then I have this here for the kids, so they don't whack the edge of this. They can't. They can't go too high, nor can they go too low, because I have this stopper. Keep going, but now go straight up and down. Yeah, that's the idea. So I have all these little things I invented to make it easier. Make it easier to.
Yeah.
Basically, this is the equivalent of me just like doing it for you. But instead of doing it for you, like this is a concept, this is a concept, this is a concept that's tangible, that's against your body.
It challenges your brain to like conform to the proper.
Yeah, there's no way you could not play properly if I told you to not see pink, not lift your arm, keep your fingers on the stick, keep that space closed. I have all four of those things.
Yeah.
It's impossible to go against it. And if you see pink, you'll be blinded. Yeah. And now notice that your left arm, that your left wrist, you don't even need the apparatus for this. In fact, take this off now. And now turn only from the wrist. You don't need to go up and down here at all. This is what a 3-year-old looks like. They're pivoting at the shoulder or the elbow. Yeah. All of the sudden, he looks like a drummer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that looks pretty good relative to what it was, 20 minutes ago. So that's the best dressed person so far. Now do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now watch me. I'm going to mimic you, or I'm going to exaggerate. I don't have to move this up and down. All I have to do is this and back. Just do that with the right hand. And this is just going to go back, forward. Meanwhile, you're only turning at the wrist. Now, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now do the fours. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. Now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right, left, right. So right, left.
Right, left.
Yeah. So you're just going to keep right, left the whole time.
That's hard.
No, it's not. It's easy. You just need to have patience.
Yeah.
Right, left. Try that, just that. Yeah, now, dun, 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 dun. How was that hard? I'll be the judge of what's hard and easy. Okay. You just sit back and just do it. Faster. You see any pink? Turn over. You're going back to old habits.
Yeah.
If you think about this being a 90-degree angle, yeah, that's a start. Or, you know, like a 70. Okay, check this out. Drop the trainer sticks, pick these back up again, and now do this. Choke up to right about there, and now we're going to hit the back of our arms. We're lifting the back of the stick, and have your pinky involved as well. And last night, at 2 in the morning, I had a vision, not necessarily of a sock, but of something to hit, as opposed to just our flesh, but something that would make a sound and give resilience to this. Okay, let's do this. Pull this up, drop that stick. You can be. This is the first time. So I went down to the creek last night.
Nice.
I live next to a creek, and I found this perfect rock.
Beautiful.
Okay, so the idea is that it's going to be locked to the bottom of your forearm. We got extra rock in there. All right, shove it in there. Go above the rock. Get that thing. Get your hand all the way down to the end of the sock, and then get that as like a archer's inner arm protector. Okay, now at this fulcrum spot, you're going to flip this over, still at the fulcrum, and now, okay, this needs to be further. Get it further up your arm towards your elbow. Oh, good. Okay, now, ha ha ha. Now, so if I'm going to have you hit that, it's going to be pretty dumb to come to the side, thumb on top, thumb to the side, back of the hand facing the sky. So now you get to hit that thing. Yeah, and now go to a plane position as if you're going to hit that, but then you just tighten that back. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Perfect technique. And now have the rubber hit the stone. Yeah. Oh. I should be a product designer. That's. Let's get that stone a little bit further down. You're up next, by the way. This is a vast improvement from a few minutes ago. And you can feel it too. Okay, have that tip hit that stone. And now hit, instead of this edge, like have
the whole stick.
Yeah. So this means that you get to go from here to then here. So you're opening your hand and lifting from your fingers a little bit. Yeah, you're still hitting that edge. I need like a triangle stone. In fact, I have a triangle stone. This might be better.
Okay.
Let's try this one. This one looks like this. So now we have this slope. Okay. Get that stone to be right about like just shy of your elbow. The socks are clean. In high school, in drumline, right over there, we used to do this all the time. This is an extension that I thought of last night at 2 in the morning. I got here late today because I was exhausted, didn't want to go to bed. But hey, that's the
musician's lifestyle.
That's the inventor's curse. If it's 3 in the morning, but you got a brilliant idea, like, you gotta do it. At least write it down.
Can you help me stick that in there?
Okay, so now let's try it from right there. Oh, we gotta go below. Guinea pig, love it. Okay, so now that's good enough. So hit the bottom of that thing. Gesturing to the video. And what's cool is that given that the stone is hard, it's hard like this. It's resilient. As opposed to the back of the arm, which is just fluff, fluff, fluff. It's like hitting a pillow. So this is more analogous to actually hitting a real hard drum.
Technique,
isn't that cool?
I like the way it's programming my head to have proper form.
Yeah, baby. And then if you stuck it through that, and then held on to the trainer stick, and and then not seeing pink. And here's why this matters, because when we play, we want this stick in our arm to be a straight line.
Oh.
Notice you can see down my arm. I'm not here. Now if I was there, I would be turning. But I don't want to turn, I want to go up and down. And my arm, my wrist is already straight with my arm.
Yeah.
And so this is a straight line. So by hitting the back of the arm, and you're doing the same technique. It's the same thing. You want to do this? Yes, you do. Bring your familia back here. And you're holding it at the fulcrum, but I could hold it at the fulcrum here, or flipping it around, I'm still holding the fulcrum, so I'm still getting that nice bounce and resiliency. Okay, now we're going to do 2 things. Do a death grip with your fingers. You're not going to open your hand at all, and just hit it with your wrist. And now, do no wrist. I should have like another plate that could go here. And now just open the hand and drop the fingers. You want to learn some drums, buddy? Yes, you do. The answer is yes. Okay, you can have a seat here if you'd like. What's up, guys? You want to learn some drums? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Come on back. I'm so glad I have this, so I can just like, you know, talk shit like over there, because this event there's generators, there's a horrible band over there, you know, like listen to all we hear is we just hear this like low
It's like a
roar,
white noise of noise.
and traffic too, and so I'm glad I can like talk to someone 10 feet away as opposed to like, hey you. Like I don't have to yell at people. I just have like the voice of God. I'm watching you. And then I don't lose my voice.
Yeah.
Okay, now keep the sock where it is, flip it over, and now hit that thing a few times. Turn over.
Am I holding the right stick?
Oh, you know what? Let's see.
The wrong stick, I think.
Yes. Hold that one.
There
Don't
we
see
go.
any pink.
It's hard to grip.
Yeah. He went from looking like to now looking like he's about to go audition for a drum line. Yep. All right, hotshot. Do it with your left hand. Arrow here. Just do left. Left, 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 left. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Now you got a little bit of. See, this is all tight.
Yeah.
Loosen that up. You don't need any of that. There you go. And try this. Do a death lock on the fingers, and just do wrist. It's gonna feel. You're opening your hand, which is good. But for now, just keep your fingers just locked. Just make a fist, like you're about to punch someone. Yeah, and that feels really awkward and stiff because we do want our fingers to be a part of the equation. But to isolate the contribution of the wrist and then the contribution of the fingers. Notice my wrist isn't turning at all. It's not. There's no pivot there. So now, yeah, okay, that's good, fingers and wrist. But now take away the wrist and then just do, and you're gonna need to dribble it to do the fingers. But this is staying still. And now it's just do the one-handed clap. Drop the stick and do the one-handed clap. Make a sound. That's not your rings. This gets you to realize that the hand opens and closes. Okay, so now put the stick back in your hand and open and close your fingers. Fingers. Notice my wrist isn't turning. This is just a finger dribble thing. Just da, 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 da. So now, in the big strokes, choom, 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 we have wrist and fingers. And when we see this, I have this cocked to wrist is up and ready, fingers are up and ready, and then I have now the potential to just slam this thing because my wrist and my fingers comes in at the same time. Do that without the stick. Just like as your hand rises, open your fingers. As your hand lowers, close your fist. And it's not going to go all the way down. It's just going to stop at parallel. Yeah, that's what's happening essentially. But now keep this together. Keep your thumb and your index together, and it's just this really. But then you can tighten that up and not move so much, and then that applies to this, fingers and wrist, which is going to give you the ultimate Now flip over. No, you don't. Thumb on the side. Now keep your fingers with the stick. Which is easier to do if you're truly letting this rebound back. Because the idea is that we are basically the default hand position is closed, and that with all of this bouncing around, it like opens it for us, which isn't entirely true. But if we think about the hand being the default closed, that'll allow the stick to just stay with the fingers all the time. And in fact, do this. Come back here, thumb on the stick, and just hold this with the other hand. And now close your hand, close your fingers. Now don't let go. Just keep your fingers on the stick the whole time. Yeah, that pressure. So now close your hands, close your fingers, and just like keep them locked, but then push back on this. Yeah, ultimate contact now. So this is what I mean by the hand is like default closed, and that will help with the mentality of keeping the fingers on the stick. Okay. It just wants to go to here. It wants to go to playing position. Yeah, now turn over. Yes! Ah, very good. You guys want to do some drumming? I know you do. I shouldn't even ask. The answer is yes. Of course you want to, but you're too shy. Yeah. Now, get rid of this apparatus and pick up 2 sticks and do double stops. Which double stops, by the way, double stops, what that means, it's a violin, it's a string word. 1 string, 2 string. When we do both strings at once, it's called a double stop. And so drummers borrow that term to mean hitting at the same time. Pinkies.
You play violin?
No. But I can pick one up and get you to dance. Okay, now this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is think about this being straight. In fact, go back to this and hit the back of your arms. Now, with that in mind, now just graduate up. Graduate up. Graduate. And now, do that same thing. Ah! See, now this is in line with your arm. You're still slicing a little bit, but you know, that's why you get in front of a mirror to practice this. Hardcore. Practicing inside of a dance studio where there's just mirrors everywhere, it's ideal. Yeah. Just, exaggeratingly, you're still doing this a little bit. You just want to go home and practice pick up a hammer and practice nailing, just like get them all set up and just like push into the wood a little bit and just go wham! Yeah. And see if you can slam a nail in one shot. Just nail, nail. And notice that you've never seen anyone pick up a hammer with their thumb on top. No, they always do this because they want as much down pressure as possible. They want the weight of the hand on top of the stick. No different with a drumstick. Yeah, it's pretty good. Practice this a bit more and get that aligned, and you'll be in business. Relax, breathe. Now, the way to clean that up is to go back to double stops. Because if I can't do this, then there's no way I can do this. because each hand is doing that. It's just one is displaced in the middle of the other two, of the other one. Yeah. So all the patterns that we have in the drumming world, we practice them doubles first. You want to learn how to drum. I can tell. You want to learn how to drum. Okay, here we go. What's your name again?
Devin.
Devin,
Thank you, Sam.
your homework assignment, Devin,
Yeah.
is to teach this to, who are you going to teach it to tomorrow?
Her.
No, she already knows. Someone else.
My cat.
Okay, if you can get your cat to do that, send me a video of your cat doing that. I like that it's in the spirit of kitties, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
Devin,
Thank you, Sam.
you know it's practice.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a midterm next month, so
Okay.
chop chat. All right, ready, let's go.